team. You know, on Mirage, they were playing pretty slow after their initial lead, and it looked like they were kind of out of the game for the most part. They came back, won it in triple OT. I think they may have found some team chemistry, so the fact that Cobb, Goblins, and Scaries making their aggressive plays in that B tunnel area, that's Pwn alone getting dropped. 2 shots to the face from Zaj. And 5v4, this spread default coming out from the T's has largely net them a gain in at least 1 frag. Bomb maneuvering back towards that. I guess he might be regrouping towards Cat, actually.
Yeah, he's about to run into a couple people right here. He's going to have his head taken off. Toras takes down DJ. I'm not sure he's going to continue to push up. He's got to wait for his teammates. But no, he's just going to go all out and get that opening USP to the face. What a dirty shot. So he's got a double already. Kohler all alone. Wow. And that's not going to happen.
Torres, who
what a shot.
Started off really slow in the Mirage game. I'm not going to say he was getting carried a little bit, but he didn't really come alive until later on in that game. And then snap, crackle, pop, getting some really crisp headshots. 3 to his name on that T-pistol, so well done to him. Scaries taking 1-0.
Yeah, it's a big opening for him. Build up that confidence a little bit. And now you got the big boy guns, 8Ks on 3 of these players. 2 MAC-10s, 1 on Zadish, 1 on Seangares. So I assume Seangares and Zadish are going to be the first guys going in, and the 8Ks coming and clean up. That nade, I know that's a smoke. That was a nade that would have done a significant amount of damage. But here we go, hit on towards B, and they are just falling on the CT side. B has fallen. This is a notorious site that is very, very difficult to retake, let alone when they have pistols.
Yeah, even on an anti-eco, like an all-out B rush, oftentimes isn't that hard to gamble. Some clean entries there coming in. And in fact, it looks like the paper-thin defense from Cobb Goblins really wasn't ready for it. Not quite set up yet. DJ's actually going to net himself 1. Hazed now in a 1v4. Not claimed a weapon yet, taking some damage from CT spawn, but finds 1 on an innocent. Nice snap from him to clean the head off of the pole over there in CT spawn, and then round is closed out. Scares Baers 2-0. Only suffering 2 casualties, or maybe only 1 in that round. Yeah, I think it was just 1.
Yeah, I think 1.
Nevertheless.
Getting to the CT side here. Shouldn't have the ability to buy anything, really. I mean, you look at their money. Not much to work with. Got a smoke and a flash. That's it. So, I mean, in my mind, you got to stack somewhere. Looks like you're going to go, oh, quick Cat. Okay, this makes sense. So we get 3 guys up towards Cat. One will join them a little bit later on. But the Toras with the MAC-10 is just going to shred through them, I would think. But no, perfect setup. And Reeds is going to get the opening kill. Seangares struggles on the second. But that's going to be 2 in the favor of the CTs.
Reeds absolutely laying some pain on some faces over there at Catwalk. Zaj also absorbing some MAC-10 bullets. Dropped down to 42 HP. Innocent's going to plant. A-bomb site is now fully in the hands of the terrorists. And looks like DJ and Reeds gonna opt to regroup, maybe go for a long play with these MAC-10s, maybe save, who knows.
Yeah, I think Dima's about to farm in this situation if CTs go on this same route that it looked like they're going to. He's posted up with that AK. Here's 1. He's gonna get both. Struggle a little bit there with the spray at the end, but gets the job done nonetheless, Lex. That's gonna be 3-0 to start out. Yeah. But here comes the big boy guns.
Yeah, I haven't well, I guess I could say this and be honest about it, is I haven't played a whole lot of Dust 2 since the AUG meta has kind of come to fruition, and I know the map has largely stayed the same over the years, but I do feel like in terms of how useful and how much of an impact players can have around the map has almost been extended by the power of the AUGs, the ability to fight at a distance. But Dima's actually going to be the first one to open it up on Hazed at long corner. Reeds is going to hold his ground and takes 1 more back, and Dima falls, and so does Taurus, and DJ coming in as well, and that's Pwn Lone Reeds all across the scoreboard. 4 players being dropped from Scaries. And now it's just Innocent in a 1-on-4. He finds 1 on a DJ, and it really, before I could even get the words out of my mouth, the whole team was melted. Long attempt, largely a failure. They opted to molly the long corner. Some teams decide to smoke it and just try and fight the pit crosser. But it looked like they tried to, perhaps Reeds and Hazed tried to fight behind that molly, and Reeds actually just being able to refight it when DJ got there with 1 flash. It's all it took. Nice play from them to take control of that round and quickly close it out.
Yeah, Reeds was in a tough situation in that spot. You know, he took that initial fight, didn't get a kill, ended up trying to fall back. But then he just ended up standing his ground because, I mean, you have to make it to get the distance back towards CT side to get to cover. But, he stood his ground and he did his job. So well done by Reeds. He was impressive in the first map we saw today. Followed up with the second match he's in. And Cobb Goblins get their first round now 3-1, and the AWP is in Innocent's hand. Ponalone doesn't have his just yet. He's definitely an impact player when he's got the AWP in his hand. And it's going to be Dima getting the opening kill on Kohler. Ponalone, as I call him out, gets the kill with the AK, so he can rifle too. So now 4v3 early in this round.
Yeah, the trades did go the way of the CTs, so now, actually, as I say that,
Of course.
Zaj, even in the odds, Hazed falls a cat. Just sprints through the smoke. Nothing really prompted it, just an instinct play. Well done by him. I'm sure Hazed is not happy about that one. Reitz answering back on his Azhdis. Finds another one. Nice shot. That's what I'm talking about, the power of the AUG at range. And now it's a 2-on-1. Very doable for Seangares here. Moving towards that CT elevator position.
He has him isolated too here, 1v1. That smoke is his friend right now, but it looks like he's going to go through, which might end up being a big play because you can see Ponalone wrapping up towards Cat. And, oh, okay, he is watching the cross. Heads-up play here by Ponalone. Recognizes the possibility, but Seangares gets by. There should be a guaranteed bomb plant, Lex.
Yeah, if nothing else, he set himself up to potentially turn this into a win for himself. You know, you take that 1v1 on the A-bomb site, you don't get a plant at all, and if you lose it, well, the round's lost either way. So Seangares opting to go perhaps the longer way for the benefit of not only the round, but just his team's economy. Ponalone and Reitz retaking together from outside the B-bomb site. Here it comes now. Seangares with one, and he finds a second. He lines it up. Reitz and Ponalone try playing together in a method that perhaps is ill-advised, standing behind one another, allowing Sean to just hold mouse one for both of those kills. Nice 1v2, excellently played. And just by putting that bomb down, it makes him, puts him in the driver's seat. Lets him have an opportunity to close that one out, and he does with accurate efficiency. Seangares coming alive in the 5th round. Number 6, 4-1. Cobb Goblins need to answer back here soon.
Yeah, I mean, they had just finally won a round after Scaries had run a significant amount in a row, and Scaries, right after Cobb Goblins had won it, just shut him down, sent him back to pistols. So let's see what Zadish is going to do over here towards long. He's going to have two targets, but at 2 different elevations, so he's got to be careful. He doesn't have a man here coming in to help out. Zadish has a sense somebody's in towards CT, but just going to go ahead, bypass him, make sure they get that A control, and they will be able to do so. Meanwhile, Ponalone grabs the core. Zadish gets spammed there, down to 18. I don't even think he saw that player, just to guess through the smoke. It ends up working out for the CT side.
Yeah, a couple kills will be good. Obviously, a round win is far away and far removed, but Hazed with a double dink onto Dima and then a frag from Kohler onto Innocent leaves Zaj in a 1v3 with an AK in hand. Kohler now in a 1v1. He finds all 3 with an excellent headshot to close it out. A magnificent kill. They are all hyped up, and for good reason. Zadish coming in huge. 1v3. Almost a beautiful USP Eco win from the Cobb Goblins. All in all, a good round from them, but wow.
Yeah, I mean, we saw the last round where Seangares clutched it out 2v1. They lined up, and they do the same thing. Coming up from ramp, 2 of them line up. Zadish puts them down and just makes it that 1v1. He wins that battle. And Scaries, again, pull the carpet out from under Cobb Goblins. Now 5-1. And could be a buy round for both teams. A little bit light in utility on the side of Cobb Goblins, but they, certainly have stuff to work with right now. But look at that. Dima posted up, waiting for that peek. He gets it. Kohler's down.
Dima has had an incredible day full of entry, one taps, just excellent play, confident play coming out from him, setting his team up into a 5v4 pretty consistently. I'd be interested to see the entry frag stats for these kind of matches when we're talking about like rank S players and how well they perform. I think that statistic in particular is probably going to be the most dynamic between all the players. I mean, that's basically what makes rank S so difficult. Is everyone's always looking for an entry. Demon, no different there, posting up behind that Molotov at upper B and just awaiting the inevitable platform peak, and he takes the head off of, I believe that was Kohler and bomb site, and able to save all 3 of these weapons, which doesn't make it a total loss. Obviously, you're salvaging something from it. But at 6-1 now, they've had a few close rounds. I made it out, I think it was a round or 2 ago, I made it out to seem like Cobb Goblins were really desperate. But I think now as we're nearing the halfway point of the game, or at least of the half, things become a little bit more desperate, Like Cobb Goblins definitely You know, you lost a couple tight clutches that maybe should have gone your way, and you can't really get hung up about that. But just remember to have fun and try not to get frustrated by it. Plenty of Counter-Strike left to be played.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if you're going to be able to buy up against some of these guys at about 3,500, then Podalone does exactly what he needed to do. Grab those two. He does get traded out, but he's done his job.
Yeah. Just keying in on the fact that they're willing to take those fast cats and Podalone immediately, just peeking those mid-double doors. Insta-double dink on a Scaries, and then one on the Taurus as well. So even though he falls, it's a 4v3, and CTs are finally feeling comfortable in the middle of the round where they have an advantage and they have map control still. Reitz punishing Innocent for his attempt at a cat play there, and now it's a 2-on-4. First 4 healthy CTs nevertheless, and now it's Dima, Zadish.
This would be a big opening kill if he's able to grab this one. Isolate them, and there we go. And the other one coming out of the door will peek, but Hazed gets in position. Dima had his smoke out. Unlucky, but Zadish doing a little bit of work over towards Zay. So now 2v1. We've seen this twice in a row here from Seangares, but Hazed has had enough. Clout King shows up, shuts him down. No more clutches for you, Scaries.
Yeah, that's a great round to win, I think, for Cobb Goblins. Not just because, you know, it's great for your mindset or whatever, but I mean, like you're talking about 6-2. You know, keep this game close, stay in it. CT side does too. Anything can happen. And just try and find a little bit of confidence, and I think we saw some right there from Podalone. I mean, just having the cojones to just sit there at mid-double doors and peek down that fast cat towards the dark alley, just picking up 2. Magnificent play from him. Confident play. Dima, again, this has probably been 9th round in a row that we've seen him trying to entry it upper. And more often than not, he's finding that first kill. Been a serious problem. And this round is no different.
Dima trying to sneak in towards the B site. Podalone on the other side of that smoke. If he gets in this elevated position, Podalone might be in a little trouble, and he will be. He'll go down, but here comes Kohler here to try and set up this trade, and he'll be able to grab that. So now 4v4 quickly evened up after that initial exchange. About 1:15 on the clock. Looks like it's going to be an A hit here. DJ got to come up big here on the cross. This isn't necessarily an easy shot to hit, so he's just going to go ahead, fall back, let Reach do a little bit of work. But the bomb will be planted 4v3.
Yeah, this is going to be a tough post plant to hold, but especially with players still alive at long and flanking towards that catwalk position. So Zadish really needs to just aim map here and see if he can find a few frags for his team. But Innocent is actually going to open things up. DJ answers back with 2 of his own drops. Zadish and Seangares. Now it's Innocent 1-on-3, finds DJ. Drops it down to a 1v2, looking for any nades that he can find. Can't find anything.
Ooh.
Finds another one with a snappy headshot on a Reitz, and then Hazed gets deleted.
Innocent? What?
Wow.
That's a 3rd one, Lex. What was that? Scaries just coming up clutch. We've seen 2 3v1s, a 2v1 from Seangares, and Innocent gets the AUG right there. I wasn't sure what he was doing. I thought he might be going for some sort of rotation, but he had the heads up to go ahead and grab that AUG, and he just deletes them.
Wow. That was impressive stuff. I mean, not one of these clutches has been like, oh, well done. Like, no, these are all nuts.
Yeah, absolutely.
Some of the plays being made, the individuals just stepping up, having full confidence. I love it. Trades back and forth over at that catwalk Xbox position, 3-on-3. Innocent anxiously awaiting any kind of aggression over towards upper B, but his teammates spread about, all looking for duels.
We got Podalone now on the op. We've talked about him a bunch already. Now that he finally has that, he puts in work, grabs 1 kill, now 3v2. Taurus is in the A site, but the bomb's nowhere near him right now. You can see his teammate, Innocent, rotating. He's got a long way to go. He has time to work with. He's got a minute, so he can get over here. But right now, CT is just trying to figure out what site T's are going to be going to.
Yeah, Kohler has pushed upper B, so at least he has all that map control and that information for his squad. And I think the clock can kind of play a huge role in the amount of comfort that the T's have here, but what's more interesting is the fact that we're crowd walking across top mid and everybody's missing Innocent. Somehow he is not dead. He retrieves the bomb and is now regrouping towards long for absolutely free. Took maybe a few points of damage, but that's it. Taurus is already poised and positioned on that A bomb site to secure a plant, very least.
And the fact that they still have utility for that is amazing, that they're able to hold on to that and almost try to enable his teammate to get cross, but clearly not going to happen. Taurus will be able to plant the bomb. No, it comes up short. DJ gets that kill. That was close. Nice attempt there by Innocent. But not going to go their way this time. They've had a little bit of luck in a few of the rounds earlier, so, you know, one round, no biggie.
It would be a remarkable amount of fortitude to, like, lose as many clutches as Cobb Goblins have and still somehow come out on top of this half.
Yeah, I mean, the scoreline isn't too far out. I mean,
not.
7-3, there's still plenty of CS to be played, 4-round differential. And they're going to send Scaries back to pistols, so certainly can get back into it.
Sure. I mean, with the reset, they were able to net quite a bank to be able to buy twice in a row. Now it's 7-3. You just came off the back of a round when you've reset Scaries, and maybe they get a bomb plan out of this. But regardless, the fact that it should go the way of Cobb Goblins, and there should be a 7-4. First frag goes to Hazed. It's impressive stuff.
Yeah,
Resilient. Wow. 4K from Hazed. It's pretty good at video games.
+4 clout.
As long as they're unarmed and wielding Glocks, he's nuts.
But yeah, you were talking about how the AUG can change a map like Dust 2. I think it's really similar to Train, where there's those long-distance fights. If you're able to bust out the AUG, you know, say over towards long, or even just holding down the entrance in towards B, you can just really shred people in those situations. I mean, it's going to be a little bit more difficult with the M4 over towards long, but I think it really aids the CTs on those specific sites. Or even we saw Ponalone watching that cat push, able to grab 2, and I think that really helps out, very similar to Train, where you're watching, you know, Ivy all the way across the site from stop sign in towards T-Con, that kind of stuff.
For sure. And I think it aids a lot in a player's comfort level. We have 5 stacked up towards upper B. 2 are hesitating towards those lower steps. Maybe going to turn this into a B split. But Pone alone, due to run into several enemy players. There's one entry onto Dima. Finally going the opposite direction, and the kills are just going one after another in favor of the Cobb Goblins. Now it's Pone alone on an island in sight. Needs to find one more. Gets an excellent flash from his teammate, who I believe that was Hazed, but Hayes finding the last 1 of 2, right? But I think he got killed by Innocent right there.
Yeah, and really good job there by Ponalone getting the entry kills, but then just staying alive as long as possible. That box in front of him really helped out, but you can see he does get the initial peek. T's weren't ready for it. Follow-up nade. Look at that damage. That's more than, or close to 50 HP on 2 players, and then he misses a shot, but his teammate comes in. So him living that much longer helps them come in and help out.
Yeah, just bought enough time. CT rotator comes in and just kind of cleans things up. But 2 kills found for Scaries, but again, they are forced onto some pistols and a scout. Hayes finds the second of the round, actually. This is just another one of those. Well, Innocent actually finds one of the DJ. Not going to get a second, though. He gets dropped by Reeds. Now it's Taurus. Able to get a nice scout frag on a Pone alone at mid. Up there towards that palm tree position. Again, at this point, a lot of what this has to do with is just economic damage. How many kills can you get? And the answer is 1.
1. Yep. He did do a little bit of work. I mean, he didn't really have anything you really wanted to save in that situation. I mean, Deagle, yeah, that's nice. Scout, you're going to be able to upgrade to something else. So not too big of a loss there, 4v1 situation. So let's take a look at the frag count right now. We got Hayes leading the way, tied with Reitz at 12 kills each. Ponalone right behind him at 11. 2 guys on 6 kills, though, Kohler and DJ. And I'm not sure. We'll take a look at Scaries here after this round. But, yeah, we're only 1 round differential right now. It wasn't looking like that when we started out.
7-2 a minute ago. These are 4 straight for Cobb Goblins, I think. I don't know. Maybe it was 6-2. Doesn't matter. Point is.
Close enough, yeah.
We're at a 1 round differential right now, man. Hayes trading a ton of damage with Zadish. I was calling him Zajdish. I was literally talking to him an hour ago. What am I doing?
Yeah, Zadish.
Zadish. He said there's no proper way to say his name, and that some casters call him like Dash or Stash or something. I don't know.
Dish.
Just
shorten it up. Make sure you get it right.
Yeah. Jack's Dish. Maybe it's backwards. Who knows? But I told him we're saying Zadish.
Zadish.
I like it.
It sounds slick. I like it. Yeah.
It's like Zipnix.
There you go.
But that's not the proper way to say his name.
All right, here we go. Looks like it's going to be hit on towards Zadish with the SJ. Gets the opening kill. CT's going to start fighting back, and can Taurus get it? That's a big kill. That opens up the A site. There is a man over still towards long, but Taurus is going to turn down 2. And it's now 2v1, and you talked about how Hazed traded a whole bunch of HP with Zadish. He's the last man left with 2 HP. Can the Clout King do this?
And unfortunately, he is not equipped with a zoomer, so this A4 is going to have to do some long-range work. 2 HP. This is it's really difficult to not get shot a single time in a 1v2 like this, but doesn't matter. Innocent proves that point very quickly. Hazed falls, and now it's back to being a 8-6 game, 2-round differential for Scaries. And again, it's already been a pretty solid half for Cobb Goblins. I mean, they would love to have this last one to keep things real close. But, you know, with the way that Scaries kind of opened this game and started abusing some perhaps overly risky entries that paid off and gambles, now you're looking to just keep things as close as possible before you switch over to that T side. So Pone alone is going to be the first factor in that, dropping Innocent, but this polar B hold is paper thin. Dima exploits it with a beautiful B entry and the whole team to follow. Pone alone desperate to delay this plan as long as he can.
He wants to fight. You can see him itching to try to peek it towards window, but that Molly's going to slow him down. Rotation coming in. Should be able to plant the bomb here unless Pone alone has something to say about that. But he's not going to risk it. Zadish will be able to get into a post-plant position. Not a great one, but it works. And there we go. Dima takes down the Auber.
He's on 1 HP. This is somebody who you need to at least trade this out or get in a clean way. And unfortunately, now it's a 3-on-3 pressing in through the window. That's right. I don't think he's going to be able to get this kill, but if he does, it'd be huge. Zadish clinging to life underneath that window, just being a problem, a nuisance of presence. Hazed is able to find 2, but 9-6 half it is. Cobb Goblins need to probably get this pistol if they want to, you know, all that pistol's important and whatever that we talk about.
Yep, 100%. But this is this could have been a completely different game had we not seen those 3 clutches that we've talked about a few times already. This scoreline would be significantly different, or at least it could have been.
Those clutches were nuts.
Yeah, I mean, right now they would likely be losing. I mean, right now they have a 3-round lead, but if they had not gotten those from I think 3 different players, if I remember right, this would be a completely different game. So
yeah, I mean, we saw Zadish, Innocent, maybe Dima, but either way, like the 1v2 and then a 2 1v3s or something.
Yeah.
In any case, Hazed getting dropped first, 5v4. And make it 5v3. This long take is limp and probably not going to reach fruition. I think they're going to cancel. Yep, bounce back towards mid.
It's a tough fight to take here over towards long, too, when you're going against those USPs.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of this fight at all. If you're on the terror side, it's just tough.
Now they're just playing with him at this point, trying to get his teammates a little bit of time to rotate out. I think the end goal right now is to get those 2 players up towards Cat and then have a guy pushing from long. He'll likely go down just because of the range of the USP. But the player that's going to have to come up big right now is this guy on Cat, and Zadish delivers. Keota, that's 2 Ds, and 4v1. Reets left with 26 HP and no control of the bomb.
Hey, where do you want to play CT pistol? I'm going to pick mid with the Deeg and then go play catwalk with it.
Yeah.
If somebody said that to me, I'd be like, all right.
Good luck.
Good luck with that. And he just destroys them on Cat.
Yeah,
holding a tight angle is nice to watch, yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, we could actually now take a look at the scoreline for Scaries. You can see Zadish on top, 16 and 11 at a +5, followed up by Dima on 14 kills, Innocent on 13. Seangares is struggling a little bit here, but his team's up 4, so he probably doesn't care at all. You know, just as long as they're on top, he doesn't care what is.
Those are the best games. It's like you're not necessarily playing the best. Maybe you're playing poorly even, and you're the like IGL or the team captain. And you just hit tab, and you're like, wow, I feel bad. But then you observe that your teammate, or teammates in this case.
Then you're like, okay, you know, this is perfectly fine. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah, we're winning. I don't have to do anything. This is good.
Yeah, so he's in good shape right now. Let's see. It looks like the T's are trying to do a 5-man push up towards Cat. I think the guy with the bomb right now is going to flash out and get Toros blind here if they initially throw it. And yeah, they tried to get it out, but Toros is able to live for the time being, but 4 crosshairs on your position. Not going to end up well. It's now 5v4. 2 guys lit up on Cobb Goblins. Ooh, that nade might do work. Oh, look at that.
4 players all below 25 HP. You'd think this MP9 just having a field day. Seangares noticing that his frag count is low, taking full opportunity on the Seiko round to amend that. And I have no issue with that. I joked about it in the last game, but I was like, yo, Crashies is gonna, like, he just got this 3K on an eco. He wasn't hot before that. Like, he's gonna overpeak this round and die, but like he's gonna be confident. And he did that on the Mirage game that we were watching earlier. And I think like getting these soft kills, even though they're not glamorous, they show up in a stat sheet and everybody that watching the match, nobody's impressed.
Yeah, those are the kills I go after.
But you feel
those are the ones I can actually get. You know?
You feel good
like
after that, man.
I contributed.
Yeah, 4-11 looks a lot worse than 6-11.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah. But yeah, right now 11-6, Scaries up 5. They're going up against the real guns though, as the AKs come out on the side of Cobb Goblins. And look at this presence here from the CT side. Ponalone's going to dismiss one. The second player is probably going to go down as well. So the aggression doesn't pay off. And Cobb Goblins in good shape. But they still got to deal with 3 more players here on the CT side. DJ pushing up, trying to get a little bit more map control. Utility should pour out. Are they going to go out and try? Flash comes in, but Innocent still gets the kill.
Somehow not blind.
Yeah, that was a big kill by him, especially able to fall back too.
Yeah, this round isn't over. I honestly was about to start a spiel about how Cobb Goblins effectively secured long there. Ponalone actually grabbing a second on the round. Second really nice shot from him. Well done. 3 on 2 now. Stuck towards that goose position. They know he's there, but they don't have any utility really to root him out. They have 2 smokes, Innocent and Dima both. So the fact that this bomb is planted, not a huge threat. However, Ponalone grabbing his 3rd and Kohler with another. Now we're looking at 11-7. Cobb Goblins back in it, both financially and on the scoreboard. I think it was just overplayed aggression from Scaries there, which, you know, that was a round where either Cobb Goblins comes away clean with 4 or 5 guys alive, or Scaries makes it really interesting. Maybe that aggression pays off. You get a bomb down early and some crazy stuff can happen, but didn't happen there. Fast, long take coming out from Cobb Goblins. Just one counter flash could make all the difference, but first 4 kills say otherwise. Cobb Goblins now in a 1-5. Zadish, the Mag 7 in a dream.
He's feeling real lonely right now. And I thought what they were going to do, he was the only guy that actually bought a real gun, if you want to call a Mag 7 a real gun.
Hold up.
Yeah.
Hold up. Mag 7 is a real gun.
It's true. I'm a big fan of that. But no, he's actually, this is a good position to have this gun as well. So he's got the right idea, but the problem is he's got 5 other guys trying to get at him. So right idea, but not going to work out. And I actually am a big fan of the Mag 7, by the way. I love it.
I had a lot of fun for a very brief period in the last few years where I was a drop player on Cobble, and that's when I fell in love with it for sure. The Mag 7 is a beautiful weapon. Unfortunately, it gets none there. That's the tragic part. We were building that up to be a 1-on-5 Mag 7 club.
Yeah, you got to work with what you got, man.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying, like, imagine.
Yeah, I mean, if he'd actually gotten that.
Couple kills there, I mean, that's a lot of money.
Yeah, that would have been huge.
Yeah, obviously, he's probably not going to ace. But a couple kills there would be really useful. So now they're on a dig buy.
We saw a little bit of aggression here earlier. This got turned down by Ponalone last time. And Zadish gets a little bit further than his teammates had in the previous round. But DJ, he's just going to go to dispatch him. Hazed goes down from Toros with the CZ. So we're evened up. Reeds gets one guy in his face, but puts him down. Now 3v3. So, I mean, this is somewhat working out right now for Scaries. They picked up an 8K, have that in Toros's hand. And if they push in towards this B site with that rotator coming in, this is where Scaries wants them to go, and Innocent just dismisses them with the D.
I don't know what res Innocent's on, but he's got some kind of headshot multiplier. People's melons are exploding around this man. Like, he is just a walking headshot machine. That 1v3 earlier was just, I think it was three sprayed down headshots.
Yeah.
D on point, both maps.
Oh, is he going to be able to get here on time? He hears those smokes coming in. And smoke doesn't block off the position they wanted. Toros up towards Cat. That's going to go in the favor of Innocent. I mean, the eco almost ended up working out. I think that's still a success in general.
Yeah, it was very expensive. And Toros, like, he almost gave up. I mean, he got the first few shots off there from that long catwalk area, looking down there towards car, and almost died. If that was a 2-on-0 entry with Toros falling, you leave Innocent basically to follow up and trade from the same spot. That's definitely a Cobb Goblin round otherwise. So that kill towards the end that seems rather insignificant actually probably saved the round. Early frag coming in from Taurus. Speak of the devil, DJ falls. Not sure if he's...
Don't peek. Polo's posted up. That's not one spot you want to peek right now. But yeah, this is a good position right here. Depends on if there's a wide peek that comes on the other side of this wall. But that flash is going to demolish Taurus. But heads up play, gets out of position. He's got a player set up here for the trade. And not what you want there. Hayes caught out with a smoke in his hand. Nice peek there by Taurus. He's going to go for more and gets a second. Once more, Kid gets a third. And Reach gets a double in response.
I mean, well done to trade that back. This man's sitting at 21 and 13. He's on fire again. But that was a mid-to-B take that just was a bit too far.
Yep.
Hayes, unfortunately, be the first man out there. Probably should have a smoke in his hand, but Zader snuffing the life out of what's left of the Cobb Goblins in that round. And I believe it's 13-8 right now.
Yep. Yeah, that sounds right. Let's take a look at the top fraggers right now. Reed's on top. I think he was one below Hazed in that first map when both of them went off. So he's continuing that form. On the flip side, nobody else on the 20 milestone for their side. You can see Zadish is one away from that at 19 and 15, so they're leading the way. But I feel like Seangares, I mean, yep, they're up 5 rounds, but add a few more here and just lock this one down.
Yeah, I mean, up 13-8, you're on your CT side. You're probably feeling super comfy if you weren't already. Funland actually grabbed the first onto an Aug of Innocent, and then Hayes drops that one as well. I mean, we kind of are talking about how this game's about to be taken away by Scaries because they're forced. But dude, I mean, we were the same thing that we mentioned earlier, that the amount of clutches that have come out from Scaries, like this is a close game.
Absolutely.
All things considered, the fact that these kills are going back and forth should be proof nevertheless. And DJ answers once more. Zadix falls. Now it's a 2-on-2. Ponalone and DJ are up, both hurt. But so is Taurus on the other side, who's moving towards those middle double doors. Stacked next to his teammate.
Who's going to push through? It looks like the T's want to go in towards middle, but Taurus is set up for success.
They hear the drop.
Cobb Goblins wisely are going to be sneaking over towards the B site. CTs are just going to post up in towards mid. I mean, you kind of hedge your bets.
Well, they already heard the info. Sean knows. He keyed on this right away once his teammate called it. Like, once you heard that guy drop X-Spice, you know you can't go back up cat, right? So, at that point, you know they're going B. Sean's hot on the flank. They're both sticking together on it, though. I don't know how I would want to play this. Like, does one of us flank, see if we can get both, and then reflank again a few seconds later? Because that's...
Oh, Ponalone, big kill there. Seangares does trade it out now. 1v1 Seangares versus DJ. He uses the smoke on the door. Okay, I see the idea. I don't know if he was going to smoke the bomb, but he uses utility on both sides. DJ thinking about pushing through it. Seangares, quick reaction.
Sean doubted himself for a second. He's like, wait, is it backside? Nope. Snaps to the head, drops him. Now it's 14-8.
And I called him out last round. Add a couple here, lock this one down.
There it is.
Easy clutch.
No, I was a little unsure about them both flanking tunnels because it's like, okay, if you play it how you normally would in a round, you probably do exactly what they just did, where you stick together and you swing, take contact, and they probably didn't expect the second guy there. So it was strong nevertheless. But it can get a little dicey if they snuff it out and they just kind of like see that you're there early. It can be really tough to get 2 people out of the tuns. But I guess having a smoke and a molly does make things a lot easier, worst case scenario. Taurus falling to Hayes. 2 frags going the way of Cobb Goblins on this T side. I think that's on first. 5v3 now. Still one player locked up on that A bomb site. No more. Another beautiful headshot coming in from Raze. He was hot in that first map, he said, that they played today. He's looking really good on this Dust 2 map right now.
He's looked good throughout the day so far,
fire.
absolutely. So, 2 men left. Dima's going to be able to dismiss one with that AUG. I don't think this is a situation where you really need to go for this. I mean, you can just go for style points if you want, but I don't think there's too much of a realistic situation here where the Cobb Goblins are going to make enough mistakes where they can bring this one back.
No, you don't need to go for this, but I remember like in the last couple years of just Counter-Strike, just as a fan, like pro teams have gone from not hunting to hunting really hard and kind of like wising up and realizing that the economic ramifications of chasing and dying after a gun sometimes need to be weighed in a more responsible manner. And right there, I feel like, yes, it was a little risky. I think it was Dima who was like lurking around towards mid, trying to see if he can get a few more kills. It would really stunt this Cobb Goblins comeback if they tried to hunt and overextended and lost 2 or 3 guys there. So even though you lose the AUG, you know, with this cushion, you have 5 rounds till it's a tie ball game. I really don't disagree with that. I mean, it's not the end of the world.
Yeah.
So happy to see that CTs are keeping this interesting with another force buy.
Yeah, we're going to have Ponalon back on that up. Are they going to go through this, Molly, and smoke this out? No, they're going to go ahead and wait it out. There's going to be a double peek, I imagine. Dima thinking about push, but Hazed is already on the other side of that smoke, laying in wait. Can he catch a second?
Whoa.
Man, Cloud King opens with a double. Going to get caught on the cross, but he's done his work.
Terrific entries from Hazed. Oh, man, the precision. He didn't have the awareness that player had gotten boosted earlier on, but Lord knows he was ready for it. A beautiful flick, finds 2 at no cost to himself until he crosses those doors, but beautiful job. I mean, we kind of mentioned it. Man, I keep saying that. The same entry. We were talking about it earlier. Anti-ecoing into B.
Yeah.
Can be really, I mean, it's especially when you have a Molotov in front of you, man. Like, it's really, it's ridden with anxiety. A lot of stress.
I mean, they could have peeked at any point in towards B halls.
For
He's
sure.
just sitting there, and if he wasn't ready for it, I mean, that's one man down. There's a couple guys right behind him. They can just mow you down.
Yeah,
So it's certainly a risky play. Hayes just cleaned house.
Yeah, I think it might have been Dima that peeked behind the Molotov originally, but that fight can go anyway. If your entry fragger gets dropped, like, all bets are off. Suddenly that guy that's boosted on the box is picking up 1 or 2 with a CZ, and you never know what's gonna happen. But Hayes just answering back with some beautiful shots. Well done.
That second shot was beautiful. That quick reaction, to snap to the head, different elevation, beautiful work. Yeah, we can see Zadish now on 20 kills. He's on 21 now. Reitz is leading the way with 23. Hayes is right behind him. There's a little bit of a battle in that first map. Who's going to be the top fragger? Right now it's Reitz.
Yeah, I think all things considered, this should be, if not a tie game, then probably Cobb Goblins should be winning this right now. Hayes with a huge entry on his. But Taurus follows it up with another op frag. You know, that these force buys that the CTs are pressing are at least keeping Cobb Goblins very aware of the fact that there's danger lurking in every corner. And Taurus finally coming up big with a multi-frag round. That's 3 for him so far, but not able to get the ace to close it out. Anyway, Cobb Goblins are very meticulous about how patient they are in clearing everything out around the map and actually getting into these bomb sites, which, you know, in a rank S combine, you never know how well these teams are going to be playing together, what's going to get cleared, what's going to get ignored, and the way that they're treating every round is like every single round's a buy round, and every single round we need to take the time to actually clear this stuff. So not getting caught off by much is what I'm getting at here. Hayes holding for that cat push, gets rewarded. And now it's 14-11. Fast, long play. That's 2 kills. 3 total in the favor of Cobb Goblins. 3-on-2 situation. Innocent Dima last alive here for Scaries.
I just love the explosive plays out towards long. I don't think there are very few more parts of a site on different maps that's more exciting than the entrance on towards A when both teams are really going for that position. And you see an example right there. You can see Dima just going for the all-in play. Not going to work out. We're 2 away from being tied up. Goblins coming back on the backs of Reitz and Hazed. We got a whole bunch of everybody getting in on the action. See, Ponalone's above 20. DJ's the only one that's struggling right now, but he has a counterpart on the other side with the same kill count. So those might be the difference in this game right now, those 2 players.
Yeah, I think in terms of just how talented all these guys are, I mean, we could speak all day about it, but the the organization, even on that long take, I mean, that's probably you said it's the one part of the map that, like, I don't know how to describe it. For me, anyway, like, it's fun to go out long when you have that spawn with flashes at your back. Like, you can really feel the adrenaline. And 2 quick kills from DJ. Cut me off mid-sentence. Ponalon and Reitz answer some of their own. This eco is clean from the Goblins. But I really enjoy the fact that, like, this map in particular, B-rush, fast cats, long takes. Like, if you're going to opt to play that way, viewers are going to be entertained because, you know, the adrenaline rush that comes with all of that fast, heated play towards a choke point sometimes yields beautiful stuff. And now we've evened, or at least closed the gap to 1. Goblins at 13. Scaries still at 14. Ever ready to make it match point, but they just haven't quite gotten there yet.
Yeah, this has been pretty incredible. I didn't know what to expect coming into watching these matches here with the rank S, rank G players and the captains. But they've all been competitive. I mean, you had a map that was triple OT. The first one I did with Mike was, I think, 16-12, 16-13, something like that. Right now we're at 14-13, and here comes that explosive play I already talked about. Flash is coming in, and CTs looked like they were going to give it up for a second, but it looks like Taurus and Ime going to stick around. Maybe not a good idea, as Reed's going to get the opening kill, but 2 CTs remain. Just kidding, now it's 1.
He's so good. Reed's with 2 incredible entries at long. Hazed following up past Catwalk, seizes the A bomb site with the help of Kohler, trading out that second kill at long, or third kill at long, excuse me. Dima, Zadish, I feel like we've been saying this the last 2 or 3 rounds in a row. These guys need to make something happen, and there it is. DJ and Hayes getting picked off by the AUG.
What?
Kohler, hello?
What? Kohler, what did you just do? The AWP was posted up in a perfect position. Wide peak comes in, misses the shot.
The room got a little rowdy over there. You jumped up out of your seat. People over there jumped up out of their seat. I'm over here confused, like, what's going on?
Wow, what a round.
Well done, Kohler. That was sick. I mean, those kills from Reitz really did it for me. Like, this man's got an aimbot for a hand.
Yeah, really crisp shots. He gets them quick, too.
Ow.
Look at that nade damage, though. 2 guys below half health already.
That's not how you want to concede map point. You don't want to do it on a nade stack, ruining the lives of your players, but they answer back with some of the damage of their own. Zadish, yes, seized a little bit of map control and forced them out of long, but took 90 damage to do it. And now we're looking at 14-14, minute 23 left on the clock. 5v5 still remains, yet to chalk anyone off the board just yet. MP9, FAMAS, 2 MP9s actually, and 2 scouts. For the side of Scaries, full buy for Cobb Goblins. Definitely in the superior utilitarian or utility position. Oh.
Taurus completely blind.
F1
DJ
race car, let's
come
go.
in and wide peeks it. Why not? And DJ going for more. Has a good opportunity. The guy on the other side of this smoke, Zadish, is low, but he's just going to lay in wait. And I think they're going to bypass him, and he's going to start to farm. That's 1. Can't get the second, but he does significant damage. That SMG could have just sprayed right through him. And look at that, Dima.
Oh my goodness,
with the
dude.
jump.
What?
What is going on, Lex? Innocent wins the round. It's 15-14.
Okay.
It's wild out here.
Zadish hiding in that smoke, like, I'm looking at him like, I know that you see Zadish, but I'm just like, yeah. You see Zadish? Because, like, 1 MP9 bullet, you have, like, 19 HP on Kohler or whatever running by him, and somehow he doesn't land a single one on him. He gets the 1 kill, fails to get the second, almost gets the third. He did damage to the third guy. But point being, now we're at 15-14. That round should have absolutely gone the other way.
Absolutely, yeah.
And
no
Dima
doubt.
with 2 huge kills. I mean, I don't even know how this game's going to end. I don't know who deserves it. So many clutches coming out from Scaries at this point.
Yeah, I mean, both teams, I think, really have shown enough that they should have or earned us it, whatever you want to call it. But
Yeah, I'm like,
you can see now 5v4, Taurus getting the opening kill. Hayes, the Clout King, is down. That's a guy you need here when you're possibly going into a 30th round or overtime. And 1-man advantage here for Scaries, looking to put this one away. They don't want overtime. And it's going to slow down a bit, but I think we're about to see that long play we've discussed a couple times here. Dima already posted up with that AUG. No support here. He's going to be playing solo. He does have some guys that can come in and help out, but they're going to be late. Here we go. Dima gets that opening kill. Big kill for him, but DJ puts him down. Do they get him on the cross? Here comes the AUG double for Seangares, and that might be it. Pulling alone versus 4. He's clutch, but I don't know about 4v1 clutch. He does have the AWP to work with, though, and time as well as the bomb.
plenty of time left, like you said. But, man, nobody's going to be peeking this guy. 45 seconds left. And Zadish closing it out 16-14. Seangares and the Euro boys getting another one, 2-0. Another close one.